Hey everybody, so Apple has released all of the details of the brand new Apple Watch Series 9 as well as the Apple Watch Ultra 2. So today we're going to cover everything that they said, some of the things that they didn't say, as well as all of the updates and differences that these new watches have compared to the previous ones, as well as some of the more sports related updates to the OS that are coming alongside them. So first up, both of these watches are going to be upgraded with the brand new S9 Apple Silicon chip, which is about 30% faster and allows for the other new features that are being added to these watches without any loss in battery life. Now, that is one of the big disappointments about both of them, is that the battery life is not improved. In fact, it's exactly the same, with the Apple Watch Series 9 being estimated to have around 18 hours of battery life and the Apple Watch Ultra 2 having double that at 36 hours. Now, one of the new features that they covered extensively is called double tap, where you can now tap your thumb and index finger together, and the watch will recognize that as you hitting the primary task for the current app that is open. So double tapping will allow you to answer or receive a call, snooze an alarm, pause your music, bring up the new smart stack, and more. And this can definitely be a very useful feature if you have one hand occupied. And even if you don't have one hand occupied, like say you're running, it is just a nice feature to have in general. You can do simple things without having to reach over and use your other hand. Now, evidently, this feature was sort of already on most Apple Watches previously via the accessibility features, and it was called double pinch. So this feels more like a highlight or a rebranding of something that they may have had already, but maybe it's just been more refined and accurate now, especially since they say that the new chip allows them to more accurately monitor the movement using blood flow and the accelerometer and the blood oxygen sensor kind of all tied together. Now, this new chip also allows for precision finding of an iPhone. So now if you're searching for your iPhone, it'll show you how close you are foot by foot until you find it. And if you lose your phone as much as I do, then you'll probably find this new feature pretty handy. The new chip also allows for Siri requests to now be processed on the Apple Watch itself, which makes it faster, more secure, and so the voice assistant can help pull up more of your information, including your health information. So now you can both receive health information and give health information via Siri. So the example they said, you could ask, what is my average walking heart rate? Or for example, if you weigh yourself, you can ask Siri to record that weight in your health metrics. Evidently, the voice dictation is also now up to 25% more accurate than it was previously because of how Siri now works on the watches. Now it says up to 25% more accurate because I'm sure it depends on how accurate Siri was able to understand you previously. Now, the biggest upgrade to these watches, which they touched on a little bit, but not very much at all, especially not for the Series 9, is that for the Series 9, they have doubled the brightness. So previously, the max brightness on that watch was 1000 nits, and now it is 2000 nits. So that is the same brightness as the Apple Watch Ultra was last year. And that is great if you work out outdoors in the sun because it makes the screen a lot easier to see when you're looking at it with the sun directly on it. So looking at this watch overall, I think that's actually the biggest upgrade to it by far, but let me know what you think in the comments below. And on the Apple Watch Ultra 2, they've increased the brightness from 2000 nits all the way up to 3000 nits. So it's going to be insanely bright because the 2000 nits was already much brighter than pretty much any other watch out there. So you should be able to see it in direct sunlight very easily. And they've also improved how low the brightness can go, allowing it now to go down to as low as 1 nit for special circumstances, like if you want to be able to see the time in a theater or somewhere that's very dark and you don't want to be able to have any brightness coming off it whatsoever. And in terms of the price, that is pretty consistent and the same across all of the new Apple Watches. The SE starting at $249, the Series 9 starting at $399, and the Apple Watch Ultra 2 being $799. Now, all of these watches will be using the new Wear OS 10, and that includes some new metrics for cyclists who have compatible Bluetooth accessories. and when a power meter is attached, your Apple Watch is going to be able to estimate your functional threshold power and thus be able to give you estimated power zones as you ride. And if you start a cycling workout from your watch, it'll also display on your phone, so you can use that as a display to more easily see your metrics as you are cycling. Other updates include a more three-dimensional compass and automatic waypoints created when you leave an area that has cellular activity, so you know how far you need to go in order to be able to make a call. You'll also have the ability to see offline maps, including topo maps, though those cannot be downloaded directly onto the watch. They'll have to be downloaded onto your phone, but you'll be able to see them using your watch. So let me know what you think about the new Apple Watches from the Series 9 to the Ultra 2. I personally don't think it's much of an upgrade. I think the biggest benefit to both is the increased brightness on their screens. But if you don't need that, I would be trying to keep my eye on last year's model, as those should be getting lower in price and offer pretty much the same thing. As always, this is Colin Jenkins with Connect the Watts. Appreciate you being here, and I'll see you next time.